What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret your return to subscribe. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Columbus, Ohio is where we're going with this next story. Shout out Columbus. Another mass shooting during the 4th of July weekend, which it just started. It's only Saturday. 4th of July was yesterday. This story right here is crazy. A juvenile is dead, a teenage boy. 5 people are injured, including girls, after a shooting during a party at a short-term rental in Columbus, Ohio. I'm going to play this video for you, and I'm going to come back with commentary because there's a couple of things I heard them say that I'm going to talk about. It's a damn shame people cannot get together. And then another thing is, people need to be taking account of where their kids are. Today, with all these mass shootings and the vicious nature of a lot of young people that are outside of your parental control, it's no way I would let my children go to a place, especially some rental place, a rented property where over 250 people are ascending upon and not think anything is going to go bad. Take a look at this.
A tragedy on the 4th of July, gunfire breaking out overnight at a short-term rental, killing a juvenile and injuring 5 other people in Columbus. We're told 250 people were there for a party. It's good to have you with us tonight at 11. I'm Colin Dorsey. Yolanda has the night off. Well, this all happening just after 2:30 this morning on Wilson Avenue. That's on the city's south side. 10 TV's Carly Dion is digging into what we know about that case tonight. Carly?
Well, Colin, as of tonight, Columbus police are still trying to track down the person responsible for this shooting. But a man hired to work security for the party last night explained what went wrong.
It was a lot of folks in there, and everybody was having fun until the wrong crowd showed up, and everything just literally went left.
Earl Jones says he was hired to work security for a party at a home on Wilson Avenue Thursday night. He says he and 2 other guards had a thorough system of patting each person down before they entered the party. At one point, the host asked them to allow some people to enter without being checked.
We were instructed that certain people were allowed certain privileges of not having to go through the security process. They were just able to enter and leave at their own free will.
Later that night, the party took a turn just after 2:30 a.m.
All you could hear was chaos, gunshots everywhere. First we thought it was fireworks, but then when it was that close, we realized.
This video from a witness shows the chaos unfolding. Jones says shots were fired both inside and outside the home. He says he did all he could to help the victims.
Our help wasn't enough for one of the victims.
When police got to the scene, they found 3 victims with gunshot wounds. One of them, a juvenile, did not survive. 3 more people with gunshot wounds were also taken to nearby hospitals. The 5 who were injured are all expected to survive.
This is really a day of celebrating freedom, and now someone who was free lost their life. So young at that. He was so young. He just looked like a kid.
Jones says people with guns on them seem to be getting younger and younger.
We had a guy hide a gun in his hoodie to try to get through the security process, and I'm like, dude, you're like 18. How you even got this gun? And he's like, don't worry about it, and then he walked away.
He says he even caught teens with semi-automatic hand rifles and Glock switches on their guns.
The ones we caught, but the ones that got to avoid our process inevitably caused this night to go the way it did, and people lost their lives.
And police still have not been able to identify that juvenile who died. Anyone with additional information on the shooting is asked to contact the Columbus Police Homicide Unit or remain anonymous and submit a tip through Central Ohio Crime Stoppers. Carly Dion, 10 TV News.
Carly, thanks. Well,
crime tape wraps around this block of Wilson Avenue in South Columbus after gunfire went off during a house party in the early morning hours. 6 people shot, including a teenager who lost his life.
You heard about 7 gunshots coming from inside of the...
Neighbor India Riley posting video of the shooting aftermath on social media. She tells us chaos erupted after a group of guys were asked to leave the party.
They were told to leave the party because they had guns. So instead of leaving the party, they ended up going through the back and pretty much ambushing the whole party.
India's thoughts now with the mom of the teen who died. She's known his mother since high school.
And it just saddens me to find out that it was her child that my brothers were praying over. I'm glad they were there to be able to pray for him, but it's just still sad to find out, that's just too close of a connection for me.
One parent sending us a copy of an invitation for the Red, White, and Boom after party posted on social media.
We were called about 3 o'clock this morning that she had been shot and that they were rushing her to the hospital.
This woman, who asked not to be identified for safety reasons, telling us her 19-year-old granddaughter wounded in the leg.
She's in a lot of pain, and right now they're just trying to make sure that that leg is going to work for her.
Columbus police say when they showed up at the scene, they found 3 people shot, including the teen who lost his life. 3 other shooting victims showing up at local hospitals with gunshot wounds.
ABC6 talked with a man who says he worked security at the party and that police officers had stopped by the party shortly before the deadly shooting.
They came and everybody proceeded to go to the backyard, and the officers left, and not even 30, 45 minutes later, the people are dead.
Columbus police have not yet released a motive for the shootings or released any descriptions of wanted suspects, now being sought for wounding a handful of people and the tragic death of a young teenager.
I pray for the families, and I pray for the ones that lost someone tonight, because it was a really bad night.
On your side, Steve Levine, ABC 6 News.
That's a goddamn shame. I'm going to tell you something. You could be a good parent and have a good kid, but saying yes can put them in a bad situation. Something just like that. It's a rental house on a block. They just came, set it up, after party, had flyers. Once you see it on the internet, Dad, can I go to this party? Where's it at? Oh, here's the thing on the internet. This is where it's at. No. I'm dead motherfucking serious. Man, listen. It seemed like every time, I don't even say every time, but I mean, you can almost count on some type of craziness happen when a bunch of kids are descending on a place to party. You got a bunch of music. Music ain't good. Bunch of people that are wild and looking for something to get into. Bunch of people that come up in there, got guns on them and all this stuff. You seen the security dude? He said he was one of the people paid for security. Guy tried to sneak a gun in through his hoodie. He asked the guy, hey man, when you get a gun at 18, you got a gun, don't worry about it. And he walked off. What you think about that? They know they're not supposed to have guns in there, but here they come trying to sneak this stuff in. Then another thing is this, you can't vet everybody coming into a party that's open to the public. That's the main reason why I would not let my kids go through that type of stuff. Because I'm going to tell you something, you can be mad at me today, but you'll be alive today too. And you'll be alive tomorrow. It's wild. Columbus, Ohio. Shooting, running up and down the street. That's almost normal. What you think they were serving there? Ice cream, cake? Hell no. You know more than sure people was bringing their own bottles, and they've been doing that since the beginning of time. So you know you mix alcohol, gangster rap, all this other kind of crazy stuff. It's always a recipe for disaster. A boy is dead. Multiple people shot. Said one of them was a girl, I think. Now the next day you got a bunch of people getting in front of the camera. Oh man, it's messed up. It's sad. This and that. But nobody thinks. You got 250 plus kids. So that's 250 plus parents that are just like, yeah, do you? What you think about it? And some of these kids are slick. Hey, I'm going to a party over such and such house, this and that. And the parents probably don't even vet what they say. Okay, well, you be careful. If something happens, you call me, or you come home, or if it get too unruly or something, call me, I'll come pick you up. So they don't even get a chance to do that. Sometimes wanting to be a part of the crowd, kids are saying do anything just to be a part of. Hey, I'm staying over a friend's house, but you over at the party. This is crazy. It's why and the bottom line is this, man. There are a bunch of undisciplined people out here that make it bad for the ones that really do want to party. Out of them 250 people that were supposedly there, I'm more than sure that 225 of them didn't come to start a bunch of BS and shoot the place up. That's the thing. You can't bet who comes into these places. You got loud music. You got motherfuckers that's outside walking down the street or just out there on another block. They hear it. Oh, we heard it's a party around there, and then you got these unsavory motherfuckers coming. Let's go around there and just be a part of it. Crashing parties has always been a thing. Or you go around and see somebody you don't like. It's on like hot butter popcorn. You can never discredit that. That's why I wouldn't do this type of stuff now. The thing is crazy. They rented that in the neighborhood. I'm more than sure they ain't tell people a party was going to go on. All them neighbors sitting up there at night. Bunch of loud music. And you know, everybody ain't staying in the house partying. You got people out front. You got people out back. Said the cops came. You know what I'm saying? Early. 45 minutes before this happened. Everybody went in the backyard. And then all hell breaks loose 45 minutes after. This shit nowadays is a recipe for disaster. It is, especially when you got 250 plus Zulus sending on a rental property. Sad. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Who brings a gun to a party? That right there lets you know parties ain't even safe no more.